Okay, so welcome back to Black and Affluent. I hope that you're doing well. Okay, this morning, this afternoon, this night, whenever you are watching this video. Today, we are going to talk about your knowledge is not free. Okay, we're going to talk about this topic and how, when you're a business owner or somebody who is informative in marketing, or when it just comes to knowing information in whatever field that you may be skilled in, that information that you've gathered from your experiences and all of those things should never be free. And we're going to talk about that today, okay? So before we do, make sure you subscribe if you haven't. We post a lot of business marketing videos over here, as well as topic videos for my business owners, especially my Black business owners. That's why we're called Black and Affluent over here. And we like to have open dialogue on different ways that we can improve our business and take it farther so that we can actually build a stronger Black dollar. Okay? So let's go ahead and actually get into the topic. Now, when I say that your knowledge should never be free, I'm not saying that, on your Instagram or with your mother or your homegirls, if they ask you any business tips, you shouldn't give it out. But I'm saying when it comes to creating courses for yourself, or you wanting to be somebody who's influential in whatever, again, skilled field that you're working in, you want to make sure that, for one, you're understanding your worth and how much your knowledge is worth. Okay, there's so much priceless information that business owners possess because we see the back end instead of having this, faltered perception of what actually happens in business, like people who never owned a business. When you're a business owner, you know all the tips and tricks and trades of your industry. Just like how a restaurant business, the tricks and trades in those type of businesses may be different than the tricks and trades of the hair business or the clothing business. There's different ways to go about building different types of business models. So understanding how your knowledge is something that's pertinent to your field and how that can be something profitable, because there's somebody out there who's killing to get that information that you possess so that they don't make the wrong decisions when it comes to owning their own business. So understanding how you could reach back into the community and share your information by, creating a course. I always push for online courses. Digital products are super, super awesome to actually get revenue going, and without you having to physically shell out products. That's a good way for you to build revenue. But also, it's a good way to make more money without having to do more. Okay, less is more. Or I'm a big believer in, okay, work less or work smart, not hard. There you go. Work smart, not hard. So with business courses or online courses to where you're teaching people, okay, something about the stock market. You could be somebody who's very fluent in the stock market, and you can teach a course on how to understand the stock market, how to predict when to go into a stock and when to come out, things of that nature, okay? And when to cut your losses and things of that nature. And those courses are usually pretty expensive. I've seen people charge up to $2,000 for a full course where you learn how to invest in stocks. But if you're giving tips, no matter how expensive the course is, if you're giving tips on how to excel in, again, that business field, that information is priceless. You can price it anything you want. Now, going to pricing, we're going to talk about that too, okay? Because that's important. If you are going to be giving your knowledge out and you are going to be charging people for consultations, that's another way you can make money, through consultations, especially if you're like a business strategist. You may charge people for consultations to look at their businesses. And if you want one, shameless plug, you could get a business consultation with me, and I'll look over all your platforms and tell you what exactly you can do to change the amount of sales that you're bringing in. Okay, so message me if you're interested in that. Okay, my information will be below. But yes, when you have literally, and I lost my thought, guys. Oh, Anyways, when you're literally charging for information that you're giving out to people, you want to make sure that it's worth it. You don't want to charge people, like I said, $2,000 for a class on the stock market if you don't know much on the stock market. So make sure that you're pricing your knowledge or your information correctly so that you can actually make sure that you're not disappointing your clients or your customers, and also that you're actually, like I said, putting good information out there. Make sure before you do start selling any courses and you're watching this, you're like, oh, well, selling courses does sound like something that's profitable for me. Make sure you're well versed in whatever field that you're trying to give digital courses on, so people don't feel like they're wasting their money with you, okay? And don't do people like how you wouldn't want to be done, okay? Especially if you know that, you're not that up to par with information. Now, some people get kind of scared to price their information correctly. Even when it comes to regular business, you may be somebody who's selling t-shirts, and to you took a lot of time with the logo. It may have went through hell and back, or you may have went through hell and back to actually create this business and to make sure orders are out, and you may have to continuously go through hell and back to make sure that everything's up to par with the business. But instead of charging correctly for your products, you may be underselling yourself. And we're going to talk about underselling yourself in another video. But when it pertains to courses, online courses, or just information, this could even be workshops. It doesn't have to be something online. You could be conducting workshops where you're in person and you're giving information or you're teaching a skill. You need to understand that is profitable, and how good you're at it, or how good you're at that skill, is determining how much money you're going to make from those courses, okay? Especially if you have a proven track record to your clients already, that you're somebody who's very knowledgeable in what you're talking about, okay? So a track record is the first thing that's super, super important when it comes to charging for information, okay? Because if you just pop up out of nowhere and people don't know who you are, they don't really get an understanding of what you do, they don't know if they could really come to you and trust that the information you're going to give them is going to help them grow. So that was just a little bit of a rant. Make sure you understand that you are profitable, even in a sense, through your experiences, okay? We don't even understand how just the experiences we go through can stop somebody else from going through some really, really messed up chain of events, okay? So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope that you were able to take something from this, okay? And yeah, price your services the correct price, or price your workshops and your online courses correctly, okay? Whether you charging too much or you're charging too low, make sure you're pricing them correctly and you're giving information that, again, is pertinent to helping other people evolve and grow in their business and be successful, okay? All right, even through your failures, okay? So thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye.